The tale of Princess Lupita and her journey to redemption. Zuri was the commercial and cultural center of the Kilibi tribe in the ancient kingdom territory of Hadija in northern Nigeria. In that tribe and luxurious town lived a princess named Lupita. Lupita was renowned throughout the land for her unparalleled and irresistible beauty. Her skin was as smooth as silk, her eyes sparkled like the stars, and her hair flowed like a river of ebony. Yet, despite her outward beauty, Princess Lupita carried a burden that challenged her grace. A body odor so strong that it caused people to flee from her presence. From a young age, Lupita's parents, King Pia and Queen Zinzi, noticed the peculiar scent that clung to their daughter. They tried every remedy known to the kingdom: herbal baths, fragrant oils, and even magical potions from the wisest sorcerers, but nothing could rid Lupita of her odor. As she grew older, the problem only worsened, and soon the once bustling palace became a palace of solitude and whispers. The people of Zuri, who once adored their princess, began to avoid her. Children ran away in fear, and even the bravest knights find excuses to stay away from the palace. Even those whose duty posts were stationed right at the palace. Lupita's heart ached with loneliness, and she often found solace in the palace gardens, where the flowers did not judge her. It is said that being alone does not equate loneliness. But to be lonely in the midst of a palace when you are a princess where you could indulge in anything you want was really bad. One day, while wandering through the gardens in the outskirts of the palace, Lupita stumbled upon an old woman tending to a bed of roses. Perhaps she was a florist. The woman, with her kind eyes and gentle smile, seemed unaffected by the princess's odor. The reaction from anyone Lupita encountered was always instant, as people would flee immediately they had an encounter with her. They could not hide it. Intrigued, Lupita approached her. "Good day, grandmother," Lupita greeted, her voice having a touch of sadness. "Why do you not flee from me like the others?" The old woman looked up and smiled warmly. "My dear child, I see beyond what others perceive. I see the beauty of your heart and the strength of your spirit." Lupita's eyes filled with tears. "I wish others could see me as you do. I am cursed with this odor and it has driven everyone away." The old woman reached out and took Lupita's hand. "Lupita, it is not a curse, but a challenge meant to teach you something important. Come, sit with me, and I will tell you a story." Lupita was happy and apprehensive at the same time. She sat beside the old woman, who began to weave a tale of a young girl named Bila. Bila, like Lupita, was beautiful, but faced a different challenge. She was born with a voice so loud that it frightened everyone around her. Despite her effort to speak softly, her voice always echoed like thunder. Bila's parents, like Lupita's, tried everything to help their daughter, but it was not until Bila met a wise old woman in the forest that she found a solution. The old man taught her to embrace her voice and use it to help others. Bila became a storyteller, sharing tales that inspired and united the people of her village. Her loud voice, once seen as a curse, became a gift that brought joy and wisdom to many. As the old woman finished her story, Lupita felt an array of hope. "Do you think I can find a way to turn my challenge into a gift?" The old woman nodded. "I believe you can, my dear, but first you must embark on a journey to discover the true source of your order and learn to embrace it." With newfound determination, Lupita decided to leave the palace and travel across the kingdom. She hoped to find answers and perhaps a cure for her condition. Her parents, though reluctant to let her go, understood her need to find her own path and gave her their blessings. She embarked in her self-discovery journey. Lupita's journey took her to distant villages, dense forests, and towering mountains. Along the way, she met many people who, despite their initial reactions, came to see the kindness and courage within her. She helped farmers with their crops, healed the sick with her knowledge of herbs, and shared stories that brought hope to those in despair. One day, while resting by a river, Lupita encountered a group of travelers who spoke of a mystical healer living in the enchanted forest. The healer, they said, had the power to cure any ailment. With renewed hope, Lupita set off toward the forest, determined to find the healer. She had to find who held the keys to unlocking the chains of bondage that had kept her captive all her knowledgeable life. The enchanted forest was a place of wonder and danger. Its trees whispered literal sounds, and its creatures watched with curious eyes. After days of searching, Lupita finally found the healer, a wise and ancient woman named Mama Mbele. Mama Mbele welcomed Lupita with open arms. "I have been expecting you, Princess Lupita," she said with a knowing smile. "Your journey has brought you here for a reason." Lupita explained her plight, and Mama Mbele listened intently. "Your odor is not a curse, but a manifestation of your inner turmoil," the healer explained. "You carry the weight of others' judgment and your own self-doubt. To find redemption, you must first find peace within yourself." Mama Mbele guided Lupita through a series of rituals and meditations, helping her to confront her fears and embrace her true self. Lupita learned to let go of her insecurities and accept herself for who she was. As she did, the odor that plagued her for so long began to fade. With Mama Mbele's guidance, Lupita discovered that her scent was linked to her emotions. When she felt confident and at peace, the odor disappeared. But when she was anxious or self-conscious, it returned. Armed with this knowledge, Lupita realized that her journey was not just about finding a cure, but about transforming herself from within. After months of training and self-discovery, Lupita returned to the kingdom of Zuri. The people who had once shunned her were amazed by the change in their princess. She radiated confidence and grace, and her scent was now a pleasant fragrance that reminded them of blooming flowers of the sweetest scents. The once isolated princess became a beloved leader, known for her wisdom and compassion. In time, Lupita's story spread far and wide, inspiring countless others to embrace their true selves and find strength in their challenges. When her father died, she inherited the throne because she was the next in line of the succession. The kingdom of Zuri flourished under her rule, and Lupita's legacy lived on for generations. And so, the beautiful princess who once had a body odor found redemption not through a magical cure, but through the power of self-acceptance and inner strength. Moral of the story is, we can only be defeated if we defeat ourselves from within. If we find ourselves wanting, it is sure people around us will struggle to accept us. Kindly share our videos with your family and friends, like our videos, and comment below. Hit the subscribe button. See you on the next one.